Shalom Israel, this is your brother Yazariela from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And before we start, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatham, Rakakadash, that Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, ignorantly speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakar in the Hebrew, the house of David, they're about to be saved. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. What's the date today? May 1st of 2025, our hopeful year of salvation and the destruction of the nation of Edom. And we're going to be speaking about division, how the Lord is going to bring division to this world. So let's go to the scriptures and prove all things. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, and divided 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. And that's talking about when you come into this truth, now the house is divided. Okay, this doesn't happen in Christianity. Everybody's a Christian, they hold hands, or you're all Catholic. But when this truth came out, now there's division in the house. Okay, verse 53, the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Okay, so this last days, there's going to be division in the houses. So let's get some more precepts. Luke 14 and 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And we're talking about, hey, brothers and sisters, it's not talking about, oh, I'm going to hate my mother and father, because that would go against the law, statutes, and commandments. It's talking about putting the Lord first and everybody second. Okay? Putting the Lord first means what? You have to do what the Lord wants you to do before you do anything with your family. Okay? And that's what that's talking about. That we put the Lord first and everybody second, and people don't like that. Especially your family members, okay? Let's get that. Because a lot of people might say, why doesn't your uncle get it? Why doesn't your mother get it? Why doesn't your father get it? You know? This is what a lot of people don't understand. And here's Paul gonna make it a little bit more understanding. This 1 Corinthians 3 and 6, I have planted and Apollos watered. Why? Because you might give this truth to somebody that never heard it, and you're planting a seed. But it's the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth, that's going to water it. It's going to bring out that plant. And if the Lord doesn't want that person to receive it, then that person is not going to receive the truth. So I have planted, Apollos has watered, but God gave the increase. Okay, so all praise and glory goes to the creator of heaven and earth for it all anyways. So then neither is he that planteth anything, so it doesn't matter that you planted it, right? Because the Lord already had declared it. Neither he that watereth, but God that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with God. Ye are God's husbandry, ye are God's building. Okay? Because we're building that third temple, which is a spiritual temple, brothers and sisters, right? Let's go to book of, let's see, Micah. Micah 7:1. Woe is me, for I am as when they have gathered the summer fruits, because it's bringing about fruits, right? As the grape gleanings of a vintage, were no cluster to eat. My soul desired the first ripe fruit. So he's talking about how, when the tree or the or the vine start giving, they give just a little bit. That's representing the elect. Okay, and we're going to prove that. Second Ezra 9:21. And I saw and spared it greatly, and I gave and have kept me a grape of clusters and a plant of great people. So he's making that analogy of a vine as a great people, the grape. Let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Okay? So he's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, how they're going to be perfect. Let's go to Isaiah 55 and this is Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts. And this is the creator of heaven and earth, because you might again say, well, I don't know if God is doing the right thing, or you don't. That's not your position. Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, for watereth the earth, and make it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. Verse 11, so shall my word be that goeth out forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Okay, so it's all about the Lord, and all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, bringing us to fruition, okay, to consciousness. Let's go to Micah 7 and 4. The best of them is as a briar. And he's talking about the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay, the ones that are not going to be saved. The best of them as a briar. The most upright is sharper than a thorn hedge. The day of thy watchman and the visitation cometh. Now shall be the perplexity. Trust ye not in a friend, and put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. And who lies in thy bosom is talking about your girlfriend or your wife. So they don't need to know a lot of this stuff either. Okay? So trust ye not in a friend, put ye no confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. So it's telling you to compartmentalize everything. You don't got to tell everything to your wife. Why? What happens? Because your wife will go against you and will weaponize the things that you have been said. Okay? That's what a divorce is about. For the son dishonoreth the father, and the daughter rises up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies are the men of his house. We just read that out of the New Testament. So you understand. Yeah, this is crazy. So that is, yeah, so let's get 2nd Ezra again. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 77. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins, and covereth their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. Is left undressed, and is cast into the fire, to be consumed. And that's what it's talking about. If you have a property, and then all of a sudden it's nothing but bushes and briars, you want to get rid of that so you can plant some fruit, some corn, something that can give you some money. These briars are your sins. That's not going to happen. Okay, that's what the Lord is talking about. That this is not going to happen. These people are not going to receive. 2/3 of the nation are not going to receive salvation. Okay. Let's see, Psalms. But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. So it's the Lord that puts the ones that he wants to the side. What you call holy, Kodash, put us apart. The Israelites have been always apart, separate. Okay. Select your brothers. 1 Corinthians 7, 12. So here's what Paul is going to explain the unbelieving husband or the unbelieving wife. But to the rest speak I not the Lord. If any brother has a wife that believeth not, okay, he doesn't believe in this truth, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let her not put her away. So he's saying not to divorce her. If she's pleasing to you, she cooks for you. But if she's nagging you and it's a headache, you might not want to be with her, man. So the Lord could tell you to divorce her, right? But this is what Paul is saying here. Do not put her away. And the woman which has a husband, so now the opposite, this woman is in the truth, but her husband isn't in the truth. And the woman which has a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. So again, he might not believe, but he still might carry in the household, and you can't leave him, you can't separate them. Verse 14, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Elsewhere your children unclean, but now are they holy. And that's how the households get saved, for the belief of the husband or the wife. But if the unbelieving depart, now here's the other occasion. You come in this truth, and now there's a difference. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. O brother or sister is not under bondage in such case, but God has called us to peace. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband? Right? Because the belief of that woman could save her husband. Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? So that's what Paul is getting at. But let me get one more verse. Acts 16, verse. Yeah. Acts 16 and 31. And they said, believe on the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved, and thy household. Beautifully, right? So division, brothers and sisters, is coming. It's been here, and it's never going to go away because the Lord has brought division. So call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatham Rakakidash, and he that have ears let him hear. Shalom.